everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. I have another Microman Magne Powers review for you today. This is a set of the ZenMine, which ZenMine means wind up. So these guys are little robots that can turn into cars, and then the cars have that like pull back and then it goes forward feature, which is kind of cool. These three are the like good guy ZenMines. There's two other ones that were made that they call like the Acro ZenMine. That's the villains. The I forget. It's been a minute. I've seen one or two episodes of the anime. I'll have to look it up again. But the Acro something is the name of the bad guys. So these are the good guys and mines. This is Kero-Charge. This is Moguranch. And this is Kamakuto. So there you go. This guy's a frog. That's where the Kero comes in. This guy, I believe, is a mantis. And I'm not quite sure what this guy's supposed to be. They're all based on animals. We take a look at the back. You can see how, if I zoom in here a little bit, since they have the magnet in their chest, they can combine to some of the other figures. So here is them kind of becoming arms for those larger robots that I don't have any of yet, unfortunately. Here it is kind of connecting to the back of one of the smaller figures, which we'll try to take a look at. Here's one of the smaller figures riding him as like the car as it moves. Okay, down here. So this is the Acro ZenMine. So yeah, they're just called the Acro ZenMine. So there you go. These are the other two. These are the three good guys. These are the two bad guys. So pretty cool. I think these are fun. You can probably see from the sticker here, I got these for about 1,000 yen each on Mandarake. So pretty cool. I'm pretty psyched. Definitely interested to check them out. So I'm going to go ahead and get these guys out of the box and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here are the three out of the packaging. And these guys are definitely goofy, but I think they're fun. So how they work, just to give you a quick overview. I thought this big piece of metal in the chest was a magnet. It is not. It is just metal. Now it does work obviously with the magnets in the other toys, but it is just a big solid metal ball there. And basically what that's mostly meant to do is for the larger robots, their joints are held together with magnets, so you can kind of take their arm off and then you can connect this this becomes the new elbow, and that connects to their magnet and gives them a new weird arm. And I'll show you how that, I don't have one of the larger robots, but I can show you what it's meant to do in a minute. So this is, let me get this guy's name right. Kero-Charge. I just want to keep calling him Kero-chan, but it's Kero-Charge. Love the color scheme. Paint apps are nice. Got a little bit of light blue and light green there in the chest. A little bit of silver detailing around. So he has this cool little frog head, which you can kind of move a little bit side to side because it's really just a peg that just pegs in there like that. The arms don't move, but you do have some movement here at the elbow. And then these can kind of move around because they're just pegged in. So you can go ahead and take them off if you want. But they just peg in right there. If you want to turn it around, you can do that. Whatever you think looks better. And then you have that little bit of movement there at the elbow. These don't really, they fold forward for the transformation, but if you wind the wheels, he just kind of like the legs move. So it's kind of automated, which I think is kind of neat. It's like, see, I feel like you could get him to walk, but it doesn't really work because like there's no way, like you can't wind him up and then have him walk. Well, actually, let me see if I wind this up. So you can see, like with most wind-up cars, you kind of wind it up, and then, you know, if you lift it up, the wheels spin. So that actually does work. So you have to pull back. I always do it the wrong direction. Which way does this go? I think like this. Yeah, there we go. So you can see his little legs move. It's kind of adorable, but he doesn't walk so great. But if you do it the other way, you can just kind of make them move. But anyway, so let's get into the transformation. It's very simple, and it's the same for all three. You fold those elbows up. You push the arms against the body. Whoops, and apparently if that flies off, you can just peg it right back on. You just fold the little feet up. like so. You unpeg the head, you flip the peg up like that, and then you peg it back in. And there you go. There's the little car mode. Very simple, but I think it's fun. Like I said, I love the color scheme. If you pull, I'm going to move these guys back. If I pull this back, and it's kind of funny, you don't want to push this part down because it'll kind of like it'll make the wheels not touch the ground. You kind of want to push down from here. But if you pull that back a little bit, so I mean the mat on my review station is not the best for this kind of toy, but it does move forward, as you can see. So that's kind of fun. I think it's a goofy little mechanic, but I kind of like it. And then what you would do is, if you had the larger robots, you would take these and they unpeg, and you can see they have these little holes here in the bottom of the feet. These are meant, hold on, I think I have this a little discombobulated. So if I push this back up, you're supposed to peg these in to the feet here. I don't know why it's not really doing it, but are they different sizes? I don't think so. Whatever. So it goes like that, and then you would connect this to his elbow joint, and then this would be like his new hand or arm. So it's kind of goofy, but it's neat. I think it's fun. I want to get some of those larger robots because I want to do some of those combinations. The other thing you can do is you can take off these pieces and put this to the side and bring in one of the smaller Microman figures. And then you're going to take this and you're going to, let me see, how do I do this? I think I push this down like this, and then these peg in like this, and then you can peg this onto his back. There we go. So he can kind of have like a little bit of a backpack, a little bit of artillery there added on. So that's kind of cool. I like that. It's simple, but it's kind of fun. So I'm going to take this off, put him to the side. And just to show, these guys have magnets in their feet, so you can see the magnet will attach to the metal ball, but it's just not a magnet itself. I think that's because if it was a magnet, it would repel, and they don't want to do that. And then you just have to pull the arms out. And there we go. And then I will peg these items back on. Okay, and then we'll take a look at the next one. In the middle, we have Moguranch. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. He's pretty cool, though. He has a crazy drill nose and drill arms, which is definitely fun. Again, transforms exactly the same way. All the same features and everything. So there you go. Again, doesn't work the best on this surface, but it's not bad. There's also a locking feature I forgot to mention right here. If you click that down, it locks the wheel. So if you just wanted to play with it, it doesn't really roll that well because of the lock, but it is possible to do. Also, again, we can take these pieces off and then transform this. Actually, I think we do it like this. Like this. Here we go. And then this can peg onto his back as like a backpack, like a jetpack. And I think that looks pretty cool. I like that a lot. So that's definitely pretty cool. So put him off to the side, and then we'll transform this guy back. I mean, like I said, the transformations are very basic, but I think they're neat. Bah. Some of these, though, I have to admit, pulling the arms out are pretty difficult. And I'm always afraid I'm going to break it, but peg these arms back in. And you can kind of bend them at the elbow. And again, if you want to change these around and, you know, face it down, you certainly can. Alright, and last but not least, let me get this guy's name correct. It is Kamakuto. So there you go. He's cool. I like this guy a lot. Obviously, he's a mantis. He has the bonus of having an extra joint. So while this moves here at the elbow, this actually also moves here in like the hand, I guess, for lack of a better term. So you can play around with those blades a little bit. Otherwise, he transforms exactly the same as the others. So you can put these down like so. Push these in. Flip the feet up. Transform the head. And there you go. Now, if you wanted, you could do something like this, where you kind of bend these up, or you could connect these up here. Again, this is how you would do the arm transformation. Something like this, and then this would connect again. So, I'm also going to take all of these pieces off, so you can see the backpack that we can make. I think it's just going like this. I think it just, these peg in to the sides of the eye, which is definitely creepy to look at from this perspective. But then that can connect to the back of the normal size figure. So I guess that can kind of look like wings, which is kind of cool. I was hoping we could take this off and have it work as like a weapon, and I guess you kind of can. It doesn't really fit in the hand all that well, unfortunately. It's very close. It would be neat if it could fit in the hand, but unfortunately it cannot. So put that to the side, and then transform this guy back. I love the little pitter-pattering of the feet. I think that's hilarious. So let me transform these back. So yeah, I think these are neat. But that shows off all of their features. Like I said, the transformations are the same. So if you transform one, you can transform all three. They all have the same leg-like mechanic. The wind up, pull back, and go forward. They all have the same kind of arm, head transformation into armor for the other figures. But I really like the color schemes. I think the paint applications are pretty good. And yeah, I think they're definitely worth checking out. If you're a fan of the Microman Magne Powers line, I think they're a fun little addition. I'm hoping to get some of the larger robots so I can kind of connect to these guys' arms to get even more playability. The packaging also shows that you can transform them and have the robots ride on top of them, which I mean you can do, but just to, I'm not going to transform the head, just to real quick so I don't have to pull the arms out again. There's not really anything like to connect them. You can just kind of like have them connect one foot on the metal and then just have them kind of ride around like that, and it's not bad. You know, the having the piece of metal there with the magnet in the foot definitely makes them attach way better than I would have expected. And they can just kind of ride them around like that. So it's kind of goofy, but I think it's fun. And them being modeled after animals, I think, is also really fun. So, like I said, if you're a fan of the Microman Magne Powers line, I definitely think these three are a fun addition. A little goofy, but definitely fun, very colorful. And I love the functionality that they have. I mean, you have robot mode, you have a vehicle mode, you have the wind-up, pull-back motion. They can combine to the larger robots as arms. Their heads and arms can become armor for the smaller robots. So definitely a lot of playability there, which I appreciate. But yeah, so like I said, if you're definitely looking for these, I think your best bet would be Mandarake, Yahoo Japan Auctions, something like that. Um, and I would say probably expect to pay around 1,000 yen a piece, give or take, depending on. That's before shipping and everything too, of course. But I would say that seems to be what I find them for. I've looked on eBay as well, but eBay prices are kind of ridiculous. So I think Mandarake or Yahoo Japan Auctions is probably your best bet. But that'll do it for this one. So please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.